let's talk about something you probably never think about, but that you're using right now. They're the invisible ingredients powering our entire modern world, and a massive global showdown is heating up to control them. Okay, first things first. The name rare earth elements, it's a little misleading. They're not actually all that rare. The real magic isn't in finding them, it's in what they can do. Their unique magnetic and electrochemical properties, well, they're like the secret sauce that makes all of our most advanced tech possible. And I'm not just talking about your phone. We're talking about the absolute bedrock of modern society. The F-35s and nuclear submarines that define military power. The EV motors and wind turbines that are the heart of the green energy transition. Take away the steady supply of rare earths, and all of this, it just stops. So, if this stuff is so critical, what's the big deal? Well, the problem is, and it's a big one, the entire world has become dangerously reliant on a single country for pretty much all of it. This chart just lays it all out, plain and simple. Yeah, China mines about 60% of the raw materials, but that's not the whole story. The real chokehold is what happens next. They control 85% of the incredibly complex processing, and then a staggering 90% of the powerful magnets that everything from an F-35 to an EV absolutely needs. This isn't just a lead, folks. It's a strategic stranglehold. And believe me, that dominance was no accident. It was built step by step, very deliberately. You see, a rare earth has to go through all 5 of these stages to get from a rock into a piece of tech. China's masterstroke was that they didn't just focus on step 1, the mining. They mastered every single link in this chain, creating this totally integrated system that is incredibly hard for anyone else to even try to copy. And here's the real kicker. The US basically invented this industry. Back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, the Mountain Pass mine in California was the world's #1 producer. But, the refining process was expensive, it was messy, there were environmental concerns, and so America essentially just walked away. We outsourced the entire thing, creating the exact vulnerability we're dealing with today. So once that dependency was locked in, the whole game changed. This isn't just about markets anymore. It's become a geopolitical chess match, and China is starting to make its move. And just look at how quickly things are escalating. Starting in mid-2023, Beijing started rolling out these very targeted export controls, first on materials like gallium and germanium, then graphite. Then, by April 2025, they went after the heavy rare earths, the ones most critical for defense. See the pattern? This isn't random. It's a systematic tightening of the screws, all leading up to a whole new set of rules that are going to hit on December 1st, 2025. So the real game changer here is a powerful tool called the Foreign Direct Product Rule. Now, the US has used this for years. It basically says, hey, if a company in another country uses our American tech to make something, we get a say in who they can sell it to. Well, China took that exact same idea and is now applying it to their rare earths. And the way they're using this rule is just breathtaking. Under these new regulations, it doesn't matter where in the world a product is made. If it contains as little as 0.1% of certain rare earths from China, it now needs an export license directly from Beijing. This gives China's control a truly global reach. And they're not being subtle about who this is aimed at. This analysis from the Center for Strategic and International Studies says it all. The rules are basically designed to deny licenses to any company that has anything to do with foreign military. This is a direct shot at the entire defense industry of the United States and its allies, period. Okay, so as you can imagine, all of this has been a massive wake-up call. It sparked this urgent, all-out race for the U.S. to rebuild the very supply chain it gave up on decades ago. And this isn't just talk anymore. We're seeing real money and real action. In a huge move in July 2025, the Department of Defense invested $400 million directly into the company that owns the Mountain Pass mine. The U.S. government is now its largest shareholder. That tells you everything you need to know. This is now a national security emergency. And this is where the American strategy gets really clever. Instead of just digging new holes, researchers are developing new tech to pull rare earths out of old mine waste, and even industrial byproducts like coal ash. They're literally turning yesterday's environmental problems into today's strategic resources. And what's so fascinating is that this is a nationwide effort. It's like a giant puzzle being put together across the country. You've got California reviving the mining. Then you see states like Texas and Oklahoma becoming hubs for that really difficult processing and magnet manufacturing. And over in Appalachia, universities are cracking the code on recycling. It's a coast-to-coast push to rebuild every single link in that chain.
So where does all this leave us? Well, one thing is crystal clear. This is not some temporary trade dispute. This is a permanent, fundamental shift in how the world works.
Right. This quote really hits the nail on the head. This kind of strategic competition over the fundamental building blocks of technology, this is the new normal. The era of just assuming you can get what you need from anywhere in the world, that's over. This showdown has kicked off a global race to lock down resources and build supply chains that are secure and defensible. The outcome here isn't just about who will lead in tech and defense. It's about who will fundamentally shape the economy and the balance of power for the next 50 years. The question is, who's going to win?